So, I don't know if I've made it clear on this channel or not, but there's a few things I'm a major fan of. One is Batman. Two is Star Wars. And three is Iron Man. And it's basically in that order. Batman is by far the number one. I have seen the animated movies multiple times. I've seen the live action movies more than multiple times. I have tons of figures and posters all around my apartment. I have a cosplay costume that I basically just wear out on Halloween, but it's homemade of Batman. Major huge fan. So now that this new trailer's out, I figured we could check it out together. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it play the first round, and then I'll go through and, talk about anything that I could nitpick. So let's check this bad boy out.
Your secret friend.
Underneath the bridge,
Who?
Topper sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped
Haven't a clue.
all become my pet.
Let's play a game. Just me and you.
Any of this mean anything to you?
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Whoa! This guy's crazy!
You're part of this too. How am I part of it? You'll see.
Alright. That was actually pretty sick. At least looks kind of realistic, just like the Nolan ones. I mean, the Nolan trilogy has basically become a standard for superhero movies, so this one actually looks pretty cool. Didn't know how it would be, because it's always hit or miss. You got the older ones with Schumacher and stuff; those ones sucked. And then Nolan's was super good, and then it's you had Ben Affleck's Batman that was just kind of, I almost feel like Ben Affleck's Batman could have been cool if he actually got his own movie, though. He was always just kind of a supporting character, more in a Superman / Justice League movie. So this was actually kind of cool. There are quite a few things, though, that I thought of. So first one is the song choice, if you heard that. Something in the Way, Nirvana. It's actually a pretty cool song. If you never heard of it, go check it out. It's weird because it's kind of just casual and mellow, but there's just something about it that you can, as they'd say nowadays, you can vibe to. But that song So first off, there's a lot of things to dissect with that song choice, because when they make trailers and they make the movie posters and stuff, there's people that, you know, put in the work to... Let me see. Give me a second. Where's the volume on this? Can I turn the volume off on this? I think it'll still record volume if I try to play this. So I was trying to see if I could turn it off the video, just so I could play a video in the background. I don't know. We'll just boop. Hopefully this isn't still recording, even though I have the volume off. That'd be annoying. I don't know. Maybe I won't do this because I don't know. We'll just leave it at this. Anyhow, so there's people obviously who behind the scenes have made the trailers and they make the posters and stuff, and so they pick and choose what they want to have in it and to elicit a response and a feeling from the audience and what have you. So obviously this trailer, first off, it's still in production, so it's not like they have much even done yet. From what I understand, Robert Pattinson ended up being testing positive with COVID, so that kind of put things on a standstill for a little bit. So, yeah. But anyways, so that song choice makes me think a lot of things. So it's something in the way. So first off, it makes me think, are they trying to say that there's, you know, so to speak, something in the way? Is there some kind of hurdle Batman's trying to overcome? You know what I mean? Like, how do I put this? Like, I just feel like, is there something in the way of him reaching his full potential or being the superhero that he had in mind? Or, you know what I mean? Some kind of obstacle. Is that why they chose that song? Second reason, or second thing, I'm thinking, is something in the way. The actual song, Kurt Cobain, what he wrote, had to do with his own struggles. I don't know if it was struggles going on in his head or drug addiction or something like that, but that's what something in the way was supposed to be. So then it makes me think, is that correlating to this Batman? Is he, you know, is this like a possibly an alternate reality Batman where he's, you know, got a drug problem going on or something and he's trying to kick it, and, you know, Gotham's gone to crap and he wants to fix it, but he's struggling with his drug addiction and struggling to, you know, realize his potential of what he's trying to do or what have you, you know? Whoops. Oh my word. I'm just trying to make this duller. Why does it look so ridiculous? Anyway. Or it's also making me wonder if, because if you look at him too, let's see if I can find a part. Like, normally Batman is, you know, a pretty prominent looking guy, pretty beefy looking guy. He's supposed to be. You know, he's supposed to be in fit shape and stuff, and let's see. Whoops, where'd it go? Hold on. Where are we at? Nope.
Why is he writing to
Here we go. Like, he just looks kind of... Look at him. That doesn't look like an imposing man. He doesn't even look like he's wealthy. He looks like he's part of, like, the lower class, or not lower class, but, you know what I mean, like, regular class. He's just a citizen, just trying to live his life day to day. He looks like somebody who's possibly divorced and with children, so he's paying child support and alimony, so he's on hard times financially, and maybe he's getting upset with the system. Like, he doesn't look like a Bruce Wayne, how Bruce Wayne normally looks, somebody who's prominent and basically is society because he's the richest guy in the city and stuff. Like, this version is not giving that vibe off. And the thing is it's not like Robert Pattinson just can't give off the vibe or whatever. Look at him in Tenet. He looks like he's successful in Tenet. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know anything about the movie really, other than that it seems cool and I do want to see it. But his character looks like he's probably a wealthy guy and such. So, you know, Robert Pattinson can pull off the look. So that means him looking this way in this movie is on purpose. There's a reason for it. So like I'm saying, maybe either he has some kind of obstacle, you know, something in the way that he's trying to overcome in his life, or it could be drugs related or some kind of other mental problem related, just like Kurt Cobain's version of something in the way, what he meant by that. The other thing that I was thinking is I watched Film Theory's video on this, and he thinks that to a certain degree, Batman and Riddler are working together. They're not working together per se. They both have, basically what it is Film Theory, Matt Pat, thinks that they both have the same agenda. They just have different ways of going about it. So Riddler's kind of all about violence and chaos and whatever, and what have you. I mean, and Batman's regular ideologies and stuff. But at the end of the day, they have the same goal. So there's like a letter. Let's see if we can find it. This letter. And, oh, I know. Does it open? Where's the one that's open? There's the letter that's open. And basically, Matt Pat says, like, it's Joker. Here it is. Joker. You know, haven't a clue. Let's play a game. Just me and you. You know, what's a liar say when he's dead? But, yeah, he says that because this movie's supposed to have six enemies total. The obviously we saw Catwoman. I think there's Penguin. There's gonna be a Falcone, even though he's not like one of the top criminals of like Penguin and stuff, but still he is. Riddler's in this. And then who are the two others? I can't remember offhand. But still, this one's almost like Riddler is kind of trying to put himself aligned with Batman to a certain degree. And so, what Matt Pat didn't say, but what I thought of afterwards is, what if this Batman is Riddler? And that would tie everything together. Something in the way. You know, it's him battling basically himself. And that would be both a physical type of something in the way, but also mental. Like, it's a split. He's Riddler, but at the same time, he's trying to be good. Because that's the other thing, too. It never explicitly says that Batman is Bruce Wayne in this trailer. That's left out. So maybe it's not even Bruce Wayne. Maybe that guy that we're looking at is Edward Nygma. Or one of the other Riddlers. Who's the other one? I don't know. I can only think of Edward Nygma offhand. But maybe this is, again, some kind of weird alternate reality or a different storyline where Riddler, either Batman ended up turning into Riddler, you know, the chaos of the city got to him, or it's the other way around. Riddler's always been seen as like a C-list character, if you will, like the movie Batman Hush. Hush is, spoiler alert, forgot to put that, spoiler alert, Hush is Riddler. Riddler got sick and tired of being a nobody and rebranded himself. Boom. Now all of a sudden he's a mega threat. So what if this is just a different rebranding? Maybe Batman... We are following off the heels of Ben Affleck's Batman. Maybe this is sometime in the future when that Batman died and there hasn't been a Batman. So maybe now Riddler's rebranding himself as Batman. You know, trying to regain some sort of respect. I mean, I guess this would also be a different Riddler, because if Batman's dead, then this is, you know, down the line. So this would be like a Riddler, you know, not copycat, but like somebody that liked what Riddler did and kind of tried to pick up his mantle. So it would be a different guy altogether anyways, and maybe he's just not as criminally oriented as the original Riddler, and so he's like, hey, I could try to be Batman instead. There's no Batman. The Riddler didn't work for me. Maybe I'll duel this path. Or the other way around. You know, like I said, maybe this is Batman again sometime in the future. It's a new Batman, and things just aren't working. The city's too crazy for him. Joker and everyone else is just getting to him, and boom, he ends up breaking and he becomes an enemy. He becomes Riddler. The other thing I noticed that was a little different is right here.
Having a clue.
So this Batman looks like he just openly works with the police out in broad daylight. Usually Batman is kind of just in cahoots with Commissioner Gordon. It's almost like a, I don't want to say secret operation, but you know, they don't openly admit it. This one looks like it's right out in the open. He's just casually walking on the scene like, hey guys, what can I do to help? Anyhow, now back to the song choice. The other thing that I thought of was, think about this. Nirvana was only big in the 90s because that's really the only opportunity they had. You know, Kurt ended up dying in the 90s, so the band that was it. So anyways, they are choosing a song to be the music for the trailer of this movie. And so it makes me think, what if this movie is supposed to be based in the 90s? So, you know, we've always interpreted the movies supposed to be, you know, like current day, if you will. But maybe this one's supposed to be in the 90s. Now, I don't really know what the significant storyline would be of that. But what if this movie is young Ben Affleck's Batman? I mean, Ben Affleck's Batman came out in what, 2016 was the first one? 2015? Somewhere around there, right? When did Batman v Superman come out? It was somewhere around there, right? 15, 16? So say this movie's based in 95. That would be 20 years prior to Ben Affleck. So this could almost be like an origin story to the Ben Affleck Batman. This shows what went on in his life before and where it led up to, you know, where he's at his life now as an older, more grizzled Batman who hates Superman and stuff. You never know. That would be actually pretty cool. It also seems like this Batman's a rookie. Usually Batman's like an established guy, it looks like. I mean, obviously Batman Begins with the Nolan trilogy. He was a newbie, but he had a lot of training from the League of Shadows. This one kind of looks like he's just a rookie. But anyhow, back to the potential link with Ben Affleck. Look at this right here. Lies is written on newspaper. Well, what was big with Batman in the Ben Affleck version? There was always newspaper with words on it. So there's almost a link just right there. That maybe this is the same type of universe, same character, same all that, you know? Who knows? That would be pretty cool though, imagine. Something else different with this Batman as well is, let's back up a smidge. There you go. Is he's smaller. Batman's usually pretty imposing. He's this big guy. He's brooding, you know, he's over 6 feet. He's just big, and he's kind of regular looking. He's like 5'9", I'd guess. He looks like he's 170 pounds tops. Like, he's not big. He's just a guy with a wacky costume, so to speak. So, you know. Oh, and then speaking of this picture as well, you know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of, back to saying how he could be Riddler, this makes me think of, his name is Thomas Schiff. He's a paranoid schizophrenic from Arkham, the type of mind that attracts the Joker. What do you expect to learn from him? Reminds me of Thomas Schiff. Just make him start laughing, boom, same guy. But also, there's another part in this preview, in this trailer, I mean, where he does look kind of crazy-ish. Actually, this part right here was cool. Oops. There's a couple things about that scene. One, so the fight was kind of cool. I mean, it's fast but slow at the same time if you really think about it. And it's aggressive, but not as aggressive as Batman usually is. Batman, like, cracks skulls. He's not destroying anybody. He's just quick. He's like Bruce Lee. And then, though, what happens is he gets him down on the ground, and then that's when he...
I'm vengeance.
That's when he continues to lay him out, though. So it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Is this Batman breaking his one rule? Like, what did he do to that guy? He got him on the ground and then still carried on. And also, something that's cool, I don't know if this carries out throughout the whole movie, but when he said, I'm vengeance, he had like an I'm vengeance going on. So it's kind of maintaining that cool, grizzly voice like we've been seeing. Also, that's the other thing. They ask him, who are you? And he says, I'm vengeance. So he's still not even saying I'm Batman, which makes me think back to, like I just said, with the Riddler thing. You know, maybe that correlation's there. That's why He's vengeance. He's Riddler, who's just sick and tired of being C-list and not respected by all the bigger criminals. So now he's pretending to be Batman. Boom, I'm vengeance. I'm vengeance for myself, if anything. I don't know. I mean, obviously this Batman has some reason to be feeling flustered anyways. There's some reason why he's saying, I'm vengeance. What are you vengeance for? So, who knows? But, yeah, what else, though? Where's that scene that I'm trying to think of? Where he just looks really disheveled and crazy. Was it after this? I mean, it's sort of like this. How does he look here? Yeah, like, see? He almost looks like... I don't know. I don't know if this would be what Riddler looks like. Who knows? But he looks like... He could be a Riddler or maybe Penguin or something. Like, he just doesn't look like what Batman should look like. Batman's supposed to have, like, a more hero vibe. This guy is almost like... I don't know. He's just small. He doesn't have the right vibe. He doesn't look like a billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. He doesn't look like what Batman usually looks like. Now, again, maybe they're just trying to go in a different direction, make Bruce Wayne look different. But, oh, and back, I'm jumping all over. Back to what I was saying about his drug habit. I know that might sound stupid, like, why would he have a drug habit? Well, if this is like an alternate reality or a different timeline or whatever type Batman, maybe his drug habit or alcohol habit could be as his way to cope with his parents. You've always seen Bruce Wayne just kind of cope. Oh, I'm just a rich orphan. Oh, well. But maybe this story is depicting, like, a real person that would have a hard time with that. I lost my parents when I was a kid. We went to a play, and then we went outside, and this idiot killed them both. So maybe this one resorted to drugs and alcohol. That's why he looks the way he looks. Hence, something in the way. It's the drugs. It's the pain of losing his parents. It's trying to cope with both of it. You know, trying to kick the drugs or alcohol dependency, and also find a way to properly deal with losing his parents at a young age and move on with his life and blah, 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 blah. You know, it all kind of ties together. So, but also, though, yes, this one just looks different. He doesn't look... I don't know, he doesn't give that vibe of Batman. Like, if I didn't know that Robert Pattinson was supposed to be Batman, I wouldn't think it was him. I would think that this is some enemy from Batman. You know what I mean? He's just not giving that vibe. Like, let's look at this.
I'm not part of it. You'll see.
Even that strand of hair right... Whoops, didn't pause. Even that strand of hair right there that he had, though. It was like... I don't know. It just wasn't very... It's not superhero looking. It's very... Look at that. It looks like he's He looks like he's a bad guy, an enemy, whatever you want to say, a villain. There you go. From the Gotham TV series. He doesn't look like he would be Batman. It's just weird. And then this too. I was just looking at right here. Look how they wrote 2021. They put the 2s as question marks. Now I get it. It's a play on writing. But why'd they choose question marks? They chose question marks because Riddler. Riddler's all about riddles, and his logo and all that is always question marks. So again, it's like, okay, either one, they're just trying to say Riddler's going to be the main bad guy, even though there's going to be a bunch of them in there. He's the main one. Or two, again, maybe there's some kind of connection with Batman and Riddler. Maybe being the same person. Maybe, who knows, maybe it's even weirder. Maybe it's Batman and Riddler. You know, maybe it's not a conversion, like I said, like Riddler is trying to be Batman, or Batman ends up devolving into Riddler. Maybe it's that one guy is being both. Maybe, you know, at night, you know, Bruce Wayne, Edward Nygma, whoever the heck it is going out at night as Batman, and then during the day, he's tearing up the city as Riddler. Maybe it's a 2-for-1 deal, and then we'll watch it, and the reveal will happen, and it'll be like, oh my word, that was a mind bender. That's crazy. That was a different take. Who knows? But still, they're doing something with the 2s, so that's implying that, again, like I said, that the trailers are meticulously made by somebody. There's a reason that they're really putting an emphasis on Riddler by putting the 2s as question marks. So, Ah, dang it. I was trying to look at the writing. I almost feel like that writing could possibly... I'm trying to figure this out. Like, does this mean anything either? Or are they just saying this is how Riddler writes? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's my takeaway from that. That was very long what I talked about. Jeez. I didn't think I'd be breaking it down for that this much time. But that's what I think. It is a pretty cool trailer, though. I did like it. It brings hope that it could be a super cool movie. I didn't doubt Robert Pattinson as being able to pull off Batman. I know, like, some people heard it, like, the Twilight guy. Yeah. But I was like, you know, I'm sure he'll pull it off. They cast him for a reason. You know, it could be, and this could work perfectly for their vision. He would be great as Riddler. He fits the part how he's looking, so. But anyways, this was a pretty cool trailer. Hopefully it lives up to the movie. Sometimes the trailers are all fluff. You know, you see the trailer and you're like, oh, the movie's gonna be sick. And then you see the movie and you're like, what? Like, a perfect example of this is Iron Man 3. The trailer was fantastic. And then you go see the movie and it's like, what was this garbage? It's Tony Stark 1. It's not Iron Man 3, it's Tony Stark 1. I left the cinema very disappointed when I saw that. Oddly enough, over time, I have rewatched the movie and I've come to like it more. And it is my favorite Iron Man movie now. Out of the three, it goes 3-1-2. It used to go 1-2-3. No, it's 3-1-2. 2 just sucks. It's dumb. Ugh, I'm sure everyone can agree. But still, anyhow, I feel like the only reason I like Iron Man 3 now is because I don't remember what the trailer's like. So it doesn't really have that effect on me anymore. When I watch it, I just see the movie for what it is. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty cool. But when you watch the trailer every day and then you finally get to the cinema and see the movie, you're like, what? This is not what I've been led to believe it is. So hopefully this Batman at least is cool from this trailer. It looks pretty sick so far. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to make theories here like film theory does. I'm just saying what I think. And ended up coming up with like 9 theories though, which was weird. But anyway, yeah, so kind of excited. This looks cool. 2021, we'll see what this is all about. And hopefully it does live up to excited expectations. Thanks for checking this out. And until next time, you already know, I said see.